In the old house at the edge of the new housing project, there were only two kinds of nights. The nights nothing happened, and the nights the house whispered their names. Rian was 9, his sister Mira was 7. They had moved in 3 weeks ago, escaping a tiny downtown apartment for a house that was cheap. Too cheap. The neighbors knew why, but they never said a word to the new family. The first week, Mira said someone was finishing her sentences, not in a fun way. She'd start, "I want to draw the," and a small, patient voice right behind her ear would finish. "Girl with no eyes." After that, she stopped drawing girls. Rian didn't believe her at first. He was older, and he knew ghosts were just stories. But then the footsteps started. Just the soft pad of bare feet on the wooden floor, always arriving a few seconds after one of them got up to use the bathroom. The steps never followed all the way. They stopped right at the doorway, waiting. One night, Rian decided to test it. He waited until 2:17 a.m., when the hallway light would flicker exactly 17 times. He slipped out of his bunk and stood perfectly still in the dark corridor. Nothing. He took one step toward the bathroom. Pad, pad, pad. The steps started immediately behind him. Small feet, lighter than his own, but Mira was fast asleep. He'd checked. He didn't run. Running would mean admitting it was real. Instead, he whispered, "Who are you?" The footsteps stopped. Then, from that exact spot, a voice so small it could have been Mira's answered, except it didn't sound like a child. It sounded like something trying to remember how children are supposed to sound. "You said my name first." Ice slid down Rian's spine. "I didn't say any name." "You did, last Tuesday. You said, 'Mira, come here.' But she was already asleep. So I came." He backed away until his shoulders hit the wall. The hallway light popped once, went dark, then came back on, weaker than before. Down the hall, Mira's bedroom door creaked open on its own. Just enough for a thin silhouette to stand there. Too thin. Arms too long for a 7-year-old, head tilted at a wrong, unnatural angle. It didn't move toward him. It simply lifted a finger and pointed not at Rian, but at the empty space right beside him. Rian looked. There was nothing. But the air beside his shoulder felt suddenly warm, breath warm. And then the voice, still small, still polite, whispered directly into his ear. "Now you have to say my name too. Fair is fair." He didn't want to ask. He really didn't, but the words came out anyway, cracked and tiny. "What is your name?" The silhouette in Mira's doorway smiled. You could hear the smile more than see it, lips stretching too far, teeth catching the weak light. It answered in Mira's sleeping voice, "You already know it. You've been saying it every night since you moved in." Rian's mind raced. Mom, Mira, Rian, dinner, TV, homework. Lights out, nothing strange. The silhouette took one swaying step forward. "Every time you call for Mira," it said gently, "you leave a little hole shaped like her name. I crawl inside the hole. I wear it like new clothes." His knees buckled. He remembered now every single time he'd shouted "Mira" down the hallway. Hundreds of times. Hundreds of little holes. And something patient had been collecting them all. The silhouette was closer now, close enough that he could see it wasn't Mira at all. It was wearing her shape like a loose coat, shoulders slumped, sleeves too long, its face mostly shadow except for two eyes that were black and very, very old. It lifted both its arms, not in a threat, but in an invitation. "Say it one more time," it whispered. "Say her name. Just once more. Then we can both be inside the same voice." Rian's mouth opened. He wanted to scream for his mother. He wanted to scream for Mira, but every name he could think of suddenly tasted dangerous. So he said nothing. He said nothing at all. The silhouette waited politely. Then, very slowly, it began to walk backward into Mira's room, pulling the darkness with it like a curtain. The door drifted shut. The hallway bulb gave one last flicker and died. Rian stood there until morning, back pressed to the wall, just listening to the house breathe. When the sun came up, Mira woke up cheerful. She didn't remember opening her door. She didn't remember standing in the hallway. But she did keep tilting her head at that same wrong angle. And sometimes, only sometimes, when Rian calls her name across the house, two voices answer at exactly the same time. One of them is Mira. The other one is just happy he finally remembered to share.